Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live broadcast of the Hinton Blackhawks versus the West Sioux Falcons here in Hawarden. Tonight, we sponsor a matchup between these two teams, Blackhawks 2-3 respectively, and the West Sioux Falcons looking for their first victory on the season. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. We're going to go through some starting lineups here before we get into the action. Hinton just getting on the practice field right now. West Sioux's already had their chance. So, we'll start with the Hinton lineup. At the number 1 hitting position, Carver DeGroot. He will be playing third base tonight. Number 2, Bo Cook. Looking at a center fielder. Glenn Carlson will be pitching tonight. He'll hit number 3 in the lineup. Carter Warden, the designated hitter here for Kyle Leary, who will be playing first base. He'll be filling in as the number 4 cleanup man. Dylan Hartman, he'll be the catcher tonight. Brogan Lake, the second baseman. Dawson Spees, number 7 there in that lineup, so left fielder. Caden Barrett, he'll be at shortstop. And finally, rounding up the 9 men, Carter Allen, playing in right field. Going over to West Sioux side, rounding out the lineup, Avery Milliken will start. He will be playing center field, followed by Dylan Wiggins at shortstop. Mason Kopic will come in as the number 3 batter. He'll be playing first base. Cleanup, Blake Wiggins. He'll be out in left field. The third baseman today, Zach Finzen. He'll be batting number 5 in the lineup, followed by pitcher Carter Van Wy. Number 7 hitter Carson Van Ort will be playing out in right field, followed up closely by the second baseman, Charlie Holton. And finally, rounding off the starting 9, Austin Van Engelhoven is going to be at catcher, the designated hitter, Jaden Kotz. Those are the 2 lineups here for you. We'll be starting here shortly. The national anthem will be played, and we'll get right into it. But before we do that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Fuller Digital Solutions live coverage. My name is Carter. If you need anything, just drop a comment down below, and I'll be able to get that. Before we get into the action here, quick word from a couple of our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thank you so much for sponsoring the broadcast.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net. When it comes to great dining, the best kept secret in Sioux City isn't in Sioux City. It's in Hinton. Primetime Steak and Chop House. At Primetime Steak and Chop House, we use only the freshest ingredients. Corn-fed Angus beef made just the way you like it. With daily specials and our new weekday burger menu, you'll want to come back again and again. Scan the code below to check out their full menu. Primetime Steak and Chop House. It's not a secret anymore. When it comes to great dining, the best kept secret.
Starting lineups tonight. First for the visitors. Leading off and playing second base, number 13, Carver DeGroot. Batting second and playing center field, number 9, Bo Cook. Batting third, number 15, the pitcher, Glenn Carlson. Batting fourth, number 4, the designated hitter, number 4, Carter Warden. He'll be batting for the first baseman, number 5, Kyle Leary. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 8, Dylan Hartman. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 23, Brogan Lake. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 25, Dawson Spees. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 7, Caden Barrett. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 11, Carter Allen. And now the starting lineup for your West Sioux Falcons. Leading off and playing center field, number 1, Avery Milliken. Batting second, number 10, the shortstop, Dylan Wiggins. Batting third, the first baseman, number 11, Mason Kopic. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 8, Blake Wiggins. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 2, Zach Finzen. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 12, Carter Van Wyk. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 7, Carson Van Ort. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 3, Charlie Holton. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 17, Austin Van Englenhoven. The designated hitter batting for Austin tonight will be number 5, Jaden Cox. The coaching staff for your Falcons, head coach Dustin Holton, assisted by Jesse Strong and Johnny Strong. Our umpires for this evening's game, behind the plate, Matt Schilling, and on the bases, Grant Viator. And now, if you would please rise, direct your attention to the flag in left center field for our national anthem.
Now that we got the starting lineups out of the way, as well as the national anthem played, it is time for America's pastime, some baseball. And Blackhawks are going to bat right away. So let's get you refreshed on the first 3 batters here in the first inning. Start off Carver DeGroot. On deck, Bo Cook. And finally in the hole, Glenn Carlson. Pitching tonight for West Sioux, Carter Van Wyk. Warm-up pitches have been thrown. It's time to start this ball game. Carver DeGroot coming up confidently here, trying to get Hinton in the hit column. See what he can do here against Van Wy. Van Wy going to go and throw him a high fastball. It'll be strike one. Pretty smooth release here from Van Wy. Nice straight fastball. Got DeGroot looking 0-2. And a great start here for the Falcons. Could it be the 1-2-3? Little high. DeGroot was smart on that one. 1-2. He's not in a great position. He's got to protect that plate a little bit. Anything that could even paint the corners. And that's what it is. Strike three, batter out, and the first out of the night is going to be a strikeout. And if you're looking to get in the win column, West Sioux, that is a promising sign. The next batter is going to get strike one. Bo Cook didn't even bring the bat around. 0-1. Grounder to the second baseman. He'll handle it nicely. Get it over to first. And that'll make 2 outs in the inning here. So right away, this West Sioux defense looking to get off the field into the hit column. Glenn Carlson, the pitcher here. Batting third. That one a little high, ball one. First time West Sioux has started behind in the count. He's going to check his swing there. That's 2-0. Umpire behind the plate, just making sure with his base umpire. 3-0 here. Got to give Carlson something to hit. And that'll be ball four, first walk of the night. We'll put a man on first. Carter Warden here, the designated hitter. Hitting for the likes of Kyle Leary, who will find himself at first base. A little high, ball one. Small lead at first base here. Pitch is in. A little inside. 2-0 the count now. Van Wy doesn't seem too disturbed by the man on base. Although that lead doesn't look like it's too big. Glenn Carlson. Warden. Grounder to third. And they're going to say they're going to get him at second. Ultimately, that'll end the top of the first here. West Sioux is going to get out of that one, only going through 4 batters. Carter Warden not getting out, but won't get to base. So West Sioux getting an opportunity right away to go up. With that, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Taking the first look here, Glenn Carlson coming out to pitch. Had some nice warm-ups. Now he's ready to go. Avery Milliken starting off the lineup here for West Sioux. He'll be followed by Dylan Wiggins. And finally in the hole, Mason Kopic. Avery Milliken, last time I got a chance to look at him, was able to take a couple of pitches, go for some walks, had a triple. He's been all over the board, but he's been really good for West Sioux so far. First pitch is going to be a ball, just a bit outside. Glenn Carlson throwing some pretty good heat there. Milliken, 1-2 in the count now. Carlson wasting no time to get pitches out. And that is going to be strike three. Avery Milliken's going to go down looking. So both pitchers starting out with a strikeout here. Carlson, that one will be a little high, ball one. Nice off-speed pitch going outside. Find the strike zone, 1-1. That one a bit outside, 2-1. Wiggins really making Carlson pitch to him here. That looked like it could have been close. Wiggins, soft grounder to shortstop. Shortstop's got to get it there, and they're going to say he's out. The reach was good enough, so now 2 down. Very similar pattern. Mason Kopic, all he'd have to do is get a single to get on base here, or walk. You can see the same thing that Hinton did in the first. Carlson taking a second, swiping the bugs from his face. He's getting ready to get on the mound again. Mason Kopic up to bat. That one's going to be right down the middle, strike one. Foul tip, 0-2 right away. Mason Kopic getting a good swing there. Kopic fighting. That one's going to hit a barn out right, foul ball, 0-2 still. That one's going to kind of skip around in the grass. Third baseman going to come up and grab it. And a nice throw to first will end the first inning. Takes Glenn Carlson 12 pitches to get out of it. And West Sioux, 1-2-3. Carter Van Wyne not going to get much of a break here as we head into the top of the second. Stick around. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Rooted Boutique, a contemporary women's and men's clothing store with 2 locations in Northwest Iowa, Holstein and downtown Sioux City. When you walk through our Rooted doors, it's all about you. Browse our collection of women's styles from cut from the cloth denim, Dolce Vita, and Steve Madden footwear. Find a unique dress for your next event or a business casual look for work. Shop menswear from 7 Diamonds, Liverpool, and Mizzen in Maine, and be dazzled by our exclusive stone and druzy jewelry line. Visit one of our Rooted stores and experience our lounge-style dressing rooms and personal styling services, or visit us online at shoprootedinstyle.com.
First inning come and go here. Only 7 batters down within both sides. Second inning upon us. Glenn Carlson, Carter Van Wy, both with a strikeout. And we'll see Hinton come up again. Starting to bat this inning, it'll be Carter Warden. He'll be the designated hitter for Kyle Leary, who's playing first base. Followed up by Dylan Hartman. Dylan Hartman will be starting the inning. Carter Warden, at the end of the last one, was grounded out at second base. So to start off the inning, Dylan Hartman. On deck, Brogan Lake. Followed up finally by Dawson Spees. Van Wy's first pitch going to be a little high, 1-0. Bit inside, 2-0 now. That's going to be a little reach. Could have been a ball, but Hartman going to take a swing at it, and that one will bloop out to center field. Nice job there to keep his eye on the ball, and that'll put him on base for the first hit of the evening. Brogan Lake up. Pitcher trying to pick off the man at first. Bunt attempt, going to be no good. They're going to call the strike, but the runner will advance to second. Now a man in scoring position. Bunt now going to be good. Pitcher going to go to first base, and that'll be 1 out. But that will advance the runner to third. So Hinton in a prime scoring opportunity, only 1 down. Dawson Spees up to bat. Rocking the high hands here. They say that's a strike. That one's going to get past the pitcher a little bit. To the shortstop. Runner will stay on third. But some good awareness there by Dylan Wiggins. Could potentially have saved a run. Spees going to hit one out to deep left field. Left center, excuse me. Center fielder can't get there. He's going to get a good throw in. And that is going to be a double. And that will be the first point of the game here, going to Hinton. Now a man on second. Up to bat, the number 8 man, Caden Barrett. Caden Barrett going to take a nice swing there. Won't make contact, so it'll be 0-1. Hinton getting on a little bit of a rally here. West Sioux got to drown it out before it gets too big. Second base taking a small lead. That one in the dirt a little bit. West Sioux going to do a good job to keep that one alive. Must have been Englandhoven. Foul ball popped up way back. Foul ball. One and two the count. Van Wy looking at his second strikeout of the game potentially. Here comes the pitch. They're going to say that is strike three. Carter Allen up to the plate, looking to see if he can get that man at second moving at all. Van Wy with some good composure. Pitches in, that's strike one. A little bit of off speed, a little high, but he'll take it. 0-1 the count. Now the fastball coming back, going to be fielded nicely. Pitcher just going to lob it over to first base, and that'll be the top of the second complete. West Sioux coming up to bat, hoping to get back the point they just lost here. When we come back, starting to bat in the second for the Falcons, Blake Wiggins. On deck, Zach Finzen, and in the hole, Carter Van Wy. We'll be right back after a quick break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
At Whiffle's Hybrids, our hybrids are developed and tested for this very specific part of the Central Corn Belt. So, once they get on your farm, they feel right at home. Whiffle's Hybrids, one thing done right. Every year, you have a choice. One that says staying independent and family-owned means something on your farm. So plant your independence. Plant Whiffles.
Blake Wiggins, the left-handed batter, coming in to start off the inning. See what Carlson has for him. First pitch, say it's a ball. Good eye. Second pitch coming in pretty quick. That one's going to go over the head of the third baseman, and West Sioux finally on the hit board. Just a single, but that's all you need for a little bit of momentum here. Nice job by West Sioux to kind of respond to what Hinton just did in the top of the second. Zach Finson up to the plate. That one's going to be a strike in the bottom left corner. 0-1 to start this count. Strike two. Thought that might have been a little closer, Finson, as he kind of backed away, but ultimately 0-2 in the count now. And that's going to be 1-2-3, batter out. Zach Finson had his first at-bat appearance tonight. Will strike out. Glenn Carlson's second strikeout on the night. Carter Van Wy, the pitcher, coming in to see if he can hit a hit. Bunt attempt. Catcher's going to throw it over, and they're going to tag the man trying to steal second, and that'll be 2 down. Nice job there by the catcher for Hinton. Dylan Hartman. So now a little bit of added pressure here as the bunt attempt will allot him a strike. Van Wy trying to make something happen. He'll pull his bat back, but ultimately 0-2 the count. That one a little bit outside. Hartman doing the splits. Can't block it from going back, but nobody on base. 1-2. Knockout pitch coming. Little off speed. Van Wy going to get a piece of it. Keep himself alive here. Try to make the pitcher work a little bit at least. There's only 20 pitches in so far. They're going to say that's strike 3. And that is the end of the second inning. So both back-to-back, Finson and Van Wy striking out. Glenn Carlson with his third of the night. When we come back, top of the lineup here for Hinton, Carver DeGroot, followed by Bo Cook, and Glenn Carlson rounding out the top 3. Be back right after a quick commercial break here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
For the third time tonight, Carter Van Wy will take the mound. Carver DeGroot 0 for 1 on the night, struck out in the first. Pop up. That one's going to be behind the plate. Almost going to hit the photographer. 1-1 the count. ball in the dirt, 2-1 now. Nice pitch to get back into this, 2-2. Making DeGroot work now. Trying to get a second strikeout, ironically, would be 2 on Carver. That one a bit outside, full count. Pitch number 6 on its way. And that is going to be strike 3. So Van Wy's second strikeout will be on his first victim. Excuse me, third strikeout will be on his first victim. He had one in the second on Caden Barrett. Up to bat now, Bo Cook. Grounded out in the first. One-0 pitch. First baseman's going to get there in time, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Number 3 hitter in the lineup, Glenn Carlson, also the pitcher, walked his first plate appearance. That one is going to be a nice pitch located on the bottom left-hand corner, strike 1. Glenn Carlson going to hit a grounder. Shortstop can't get his glove in the dirt, and that will be a single. So the inning will continue on. Glenn Carlson will now be 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Carter Warden, if you remember correctly, he hit a ground ball to third, and they threw Glenn Carlson out at second. Glenn Carlson taking a little bit of a lead. Pitcher didn't like that, so he's going to try and get him to back off a little bit here. Van Wy's pitch going to be a little low for the umpire, 1-0. And that one going to be placed well for Carter Warden. That one's going to go out to left field. Left field, they're going to do a good job to get it into the cutoff man. Carter Warden, 1 for 2 now. Coming up to hit Dylan Hartman, the catcher. First plate appearance last inning. He did get a single, was able to score as well, the only run for the Blackhawks. Off speed's going to get him right away. Strike 1. Fly ball, right field. Trying to get under it. Diving catch, no. And the man at third was able to get in, but the second baseman thought he caught it. Even though there was 2 outs, was not able to keep his man safe. So the Blackhawks will get 1 run, but in odd fashion, they are going to have to go out to defense here. Kind of a lucky break there if you're the Falcons. It's unfortunate for Hartman, too. It looked like he was ready to run. So now West Sioux Rounding out the top 9, we're going to see Carson Van Ort come in as the first batter, followed up by Charlie Holton, and finally, the designated hitter, Jaden Kotz. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back. If you missed it, West Sioux got a lucky break there. The man at second did not run on a fly ball out to deep right field that was not caught. It was a diving catch, a good effort. Now West Sioux's going to find themselves batting, and that is the first pitch. Glenn Carlson, with already 3 strikeouts on the night. He's going to start this count 0-1 here for Van Ort. One and one, ball in the dirt. Second one is going to get him dancing a little bit. 1 and 2. And that is going to be strike 3. And to start off the inning, Glenn Carlson's going to add his 4th strikeout. First pitch is going to be a strike. Holton going to get a piece of it. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2. A little high, 1-2. Carlson thinking he can get away with a high one. 2-2 now. Same location. Holton making them work. And that one is going to get him strike 3, and that will be the second out of the bottom of the third. Jaden Kotz, first plate appearance here. He's the designated hitter for Austin Van Englenhoven. He's playing catcher tonight. First pitch will be strike 1. Big swing from Kotz. Fortunately won't make contact. 0-2 now. That one a bit inside. That one fouled off. That one is going to be in the dugout. So keep it alive. 6 pitches he's made him here now. This will be number 6 at least. Started down 0-2, brought it back to 1-2. Foul ball. Now 2-2. That one, a little blooper out to the second baseman, and he'll take that one down with ease. Good contact, but won't be able to do anything with it. Good inning there from Glenn Carlson. He'll strike out the first 2 batters, and the line out to second will end it. 3 innings down, 4 to go. Your score, West Sioux Falcons 0, Hinton Blackhawks 2. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Van Wy coming back out to the mound. He's allowed 2 runs so far tonight, but it's been a pretty good performance from him. He's got 3 strikeouts, 2 on DeGroot and 1 on Caden Barrett. Starting the 4th inning here, we're going to go down the lineup. Right away, we're going to see Brogan Lake come out, followed up by the man on deck, Dawson Spees. And finally, in the hole, Caden Barrett. Van Wy looking to keep his team alive here. He's got to throw another pretty good inning. We'll see what he can do. That one is going to hit Brogan. Just barely, it looked like. I didn't hear much of anything, but ultimately, umpire did see it. So that is going to be a hit batter here. First one of the night for Van Wy. Dawson Spees up to the plate. Had a double in the second there. Ultimately, the only RBI of the game. Excuse me, no, because we had one from a little action there on first base. We did have an RBI come in from Carter Warden. Or Dylan Hartman, excuse me. 1-1 the count. That one going to go past the catcher. And with ease, man will advance second. 2-1 now. Nobody gone just yet. Man on second, not too big of a concern right now, but you really want to make sure you don't let him get to third before you get an out. That one just inside, 3-1 the count. A walk could put Van Wy in a pretty big predicament here. Man on first and second. Ultimately, you need a double play to smooth things out. Ball 4, they're going to say, and that is the second walk of the night. Now, man on first and second. Double play opportunity is there, but Barrett struck out in the second inning. Will have a chance to at least advance these runners. You might see a bunt. No, but that one is going to pass the catcher. And men at first and second now becomes men at second and third. And that is a strike. So 0-1 here. Now you've got 2 runners in scoring position. No force out at second, so no double play opportunity. Van Wy, the thing he's got going for him, he is a right-handed pitcher, so he can see what third base is going. Big swing. 0-2. On the ground, 1-2. Little grounder, third baseman going to get it to first. And that's going to be the first out, but that is an RBI as Brogan Lake will come in. Hinton extending that lead to 3, 1 out. Carter Allen up to bat, man on third. Ball, bit outside, 1-0. That one's going to catch Allen. That'll be the second of the inning here. Pretty close, but now you got men on the corners. Watch the steal there to second. Carver to Groot. Third plate appearance here in the fourth. Struck out on the first and third. Third base coach coming to talk to the Groot. Wonder if the bunt may be in action. They're going to pull back on that one. Smart play by Van Wy to get in front of that, tell the catcher to throw it to him. Runner will advance, and that is a strike. The fake bunt there. Third base coach giving the sign. No double play opportunity. That one's going to be a dribbler to the left, foul ball. 0-2. Van Wy, strikeout would be huge here. Foul ball going to go over the netting. Just barely going to hang on to this 0-2 count. Little high, 1-2. DeGroot thinking about it, but he'll pull his bat back. 2-2. Van Wy's pitch count almost to 60 here, the top of the fourth. They're going to say he's out. So, Carver DeGroot with his third strikeout, 0 for 3 on the night. Looked like that one might have been just a little bit outside, but umpire's going to call it. Now batting Bo Cook, number 2 man in the lineup, grounded out in the first, flew out to right field in the third. Trying to get some redemption here, a chance at a couple of RBIs. That one going to be high, 1-0. That one is going to pass the catcher. He's going to get back quick, though, and they're going to say he's out at home. Sliding in, trying to make a play. Couldn't quite tell who that was. Looked like maybe Caden Barrett sliding into home. Catcher did a nice job to get back to that one. And we will see Bo Cook again in the 5th. But for now, West Sioux going to have a chance to capitalize, getting out of a tough situation there. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, and for Hinton, that's a big opportunity missed, especially because you were only at 1-1 in the count. Interesting to see what West Sioux does here. When we come back to start, we're going to get back to the top of the lineup. Avery Milliken will start. Dylan Wiggins on deck, and Mason Kopic in the hole. Before we get back to the action, let's hear a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Bottom of the 4th here in Hawarden, Iowa. West Sioux 0, Hinton Blackhawks 3. And you just missed it. A very nice play by the catcher, Austin Van Englenhoven. He's going to get the man out at home, trying to steal after a pass ball for out number 3, leaving 2 men stranded for the Blackhawks. They're going to try and get back into this thing here. Avery Milliken up to bat. Big swing, 1-1 now. That one's going to get past, 2-1. First time we've really seen Glenn Carlson behind in the count, although not by much. It's only 2-1. Milliken, a walk would be nice here. He's extremely good on the bases. 2-2 now. That is going to be strike number 3. So the second time, Milliken won't find the bases. He is 0 for 2 now, striking out on both plate appearances. Up next to bat, Dylan Wiggins. Wiggins going to start the count 0-1. 10 batters faced for Glenn Carlson, and 6 appearances have been strikeouts. He's been doing a nice job on the mound tonight. That one, the umpire's not liking it, 1-1. Off speed, looked like it was coming at the batter, came back in at the right time, 1-2. Knockout pitch, just a bit high, 2-2. Grounder, that one's going to be fielded nicely by the second baseman, and he will be thrown out at first. So, already 2 down here. Not giving a lot of time for Van Wy to rest. Mason Kopic hoping to change the narrative. Big swing, strike 1. Off speed, going to be a bit inside, 1-1 now. topic. Big swing. Left fielder going back, and he's got that one for out number 3. Really good contact there. Unfortunately, that one won't fall, and it's not deep enough to get over that fence. So, now 4 innings down, 3 to go. Hinton Blackhawks 3, West Sioux Falcons 0.
When it comes to great dining, the best kept secret in Sioux City isn't in Sioux City. It's in Hinton. Primetime Steak and Chop House. At Primetime Steak and Chop House, we use only the freshest ingredients. Corn-fed Angus beef made just the way you like it. With daily specials and our new weekday burger menu, you'll want to come back again and again. Scan the code below to check out their full menu. Primetime Steak and Chop House. It's not a secret anymore. When it comes to great dining, the best kept secret in Sioux City isn't in Sioux City. It's in Hinton. Primetime Steak and Chop House.
Welcome back to the action here. More than halfway through, inning number 5 about to begin. Go over some statistics here for Hinton Blackhawks. Carver DeGroot, 3 strikeouts, 0-3 has not been his night. Fortunately, has advanced some runners. We've seen that a little bit. Hope to see that a little bit more. Bo Cook, he'll be batting here to start the inning. He's got 0 for 2. He grounded out in the first, flew out in the third. Glenn Carlson, the pitcher, walked in the first, and then he had a single. Ultimately ended up scoring on that in the third. And then, finally, to finish it off in the hole, Carter Warden batting, grounded out to third in the first inning and had a single in the third. Bo Cook up to bat. That one's going to bounce off the catcher's cleat. Be first ball. Continuing on down, Dylan Hartman 2 for 2. He's scored on both, or he's hit an RBI on his 3rd inning appearance, as well as he scored in the second. 2-0. Brogan Lake grounded out in the second, was hit by a pitch in the 4th. He ended up scoring that inning. Dawson Spees, he's 1 for 2. Bo Cook going to get hit by a pitch there. Dawson Spees, he's 1 for 1. He had an RBI in the second on a double, and he walked in the 4th. Van Wy getting talked to by the catcher. Going out, the number 8 batter, Caden Barrett, struck out in the second. He grounded out in the 4th, but ultimately had the RBI. And finally, Carter Allen grounded out in the second and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. It's now a man on first here in the top of the 5th. Blackhawks off to a good start. Glenn Carlson up to bat. That one's outside. Man at first is going to go. And he'll be good at second. He'll round it out just to make sure catcher's paying attention. Van Wy still on the mound. Carlson going to call time. Step off just for a second. Maybe try to rattle Van Wy a little bit. 2-0. Big swing there by Carlson. That'll be strike 1. Looked like he was leaning back a little bit there. Ultimately, bat out of reach. 2-1 is the count. 1-2. Got that backwards. Almost hit by the pitch. 2-2 now. Grounder, second baseman, going to field that one. And he'll throw it to first. One down, man on third. Carter Warden up to bat. That one just a bit inside. Ball one. Two and 0. Off-speed pitch finds itself for first strike of the at-bat. 2-1 now. Pitch count over 70. Van Wy's arm might be getting a little tired out there, but he's still pitching pretty well. Bunt. And they're going to say he's out at home. So the pitcher coming up to make a play. My goodness, Van Wy, a heads-up situation there. And that is a wonderful play. Austin Van Englenhoven. That's two now. If you remember correctly, the one pitch that got by him, they got him out at home. Van Wy, Van Englenhoven connection is there for the Falcons. So the bunt attempt will not provide fruit. And now up to bat, Dylan Hartman, who's going to crank one to deep left center field. That one will hit the fence. Milliken, one hop, going to find the shortstop. Ball thrown in, and he's going to miss the catch. Van Wy going to pick that one up. But ultimately, the triple with an RBI from Dylan Hartman. Could not even get his name out of my mouth, and he was able to just go almost yard. Milliken was able to recover nicely. One hop got to the cutoff man very well. And that's a nice hit. Dylan Hartman. Warden going to score. Brogan Lake, first pitch of the at-bat, going to swing, 0-1. Foul ball, 0-2 now. Choking up on the swing there. Nothing but strikes so far at this at-bat. 0-2 still. Van Wy is going to step off of the mound, kind of swat the bugs out of his face. Man on third here. You do not want to let that one score. And that is going to be strike three, a big swing and a miss for Brogan Lake. West Sioux doing a good job to get out of that one. That'll take us to the bottom of the fifth. Van Wy with 5 strikeouts on the night. When we come back, to lead off the fifth inning, Blake Wiggins, followed up by Zach Finson, and finally rounding out the first 3 batters, Carter Van Wy. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
digital, and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance, and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
Second plate appearance here for Blake Wiggins. He had a single in the second, but ultimately was thrown out at second trying to steal. And Glenn Carlson, super efficient here this entire game. 6 strikeouts on 12 batters, 3 ground balls. That'll go for outs at first. A line out to second and 1 fly out. So ultimately, the only thing that's kind of an anomaly is let up the 1 hit with Blake Wiggins, who's up to bat now. And they threw him out at second, so we'll see what he can do here. Blake Wiggins going to take that one for the first strike. 2-1. Two and two now. Carlson working his way back, just surpassing 50 pitches here. Blake Wiggins trying to take a big hack at it. And that will be the first out of the inning. First strikeout here for Wiggins on the night. 7th strikeout for Glenn Carlson. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Zach Finson struck out in the second. Trying not to repeat himself here. Finson going to have to duck all the way down to not get hit by that one. 2-0. And that is going to be a hearty hack. 2-1 the count now. Can't give him much here. Carlson has had everything go his way tonight. Finson taking a nice swing. And that one. Ump is going to say let him walk, but the base umpire is going to say, well, it hit his bat, and the pitcher is agreeing with him. I think I heard something as well, so we'll see what they say. They're going to say it's going to hit him first before it hit the bat, and that will be the first time we've seen that tonight from Glenn Carlson. So now man on first. Second time we've seen that tonight. It looks like Glenn Carlson coming out with a little bit of heat. Might not have really liked that call. Van Wy up to bat. That one's going to make him back off a little bit. Carlson does not like it. A little bit of vinegar in his throw there. Three and 0. All 3 pitches high and inside. Imagine you got to throw him something to hit here. Carter Van Wy working the count well. Carlson surpassing 60 pitches. They try and pick him off at first to no avail. West Sioux's dugout getting a little bit loud here, maybe getting in Carlson's head. First time we've really seen him even stumble at all tonight. 3-0 the count, man on first, only one down. And that one's going to be ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. He's going to put men on second and third. So for the first time in now 5 innings, we're going to see men on base. And more than one. Up to bat now with a prime opportunity, Carson Van Oort. Van Oort struck out in the third. He's going to get a chance here in the fifth to put some points on the board. Glenn Carlson, 62 pitches. And at this inning, he's had one walk, and he did hit a batter. Controversial on if it was a foul ball or not, but regardless, 2 men on base. First pitch going to find itself in the strike zone. So getting back on track here, 0-1 the count. Going to check his swing. Catcher's going to do a good job to stop that one before it goes past. 1-1. Two and one now. Grounder. First baseman just going to pick it up and bring it back to the bag. Man at second, get around third, but nothing happening, so runners will advance. But in the process, Van Oort's going to ground out. Now pass ball has the opportunity for the Falcons to score. We'll see what Charlie Holton can do, number 8 hitter in the lineup. That one's going to be a ball, 1-0. Two and 0. That one will finally fall in the strike zone. 2-1 now. Imagine Carlson takes off from here. We'll see what he can do. Holton trying to just man up at the plate. 2-2. 2 good pitches, 2 good swings. Ultimately bring it down to a 2-2 count. And that is going to get out of the situation. Glenn Carlson eyeing down West Sioux's dugout. And that will be the end of the 5th inning. And the 8th strikeout here for Glenn Carlson. So now it feels like it's been a long time since we've seen him, but the Blackhawks are going to come back out a swinging. Starting off with Dawson Spees. He had a double in the second, and he had an RBI on that hit, and he walked in the 4th, followed up by Caden Barrett, who struck out in the second and grounded out in the 4th. He did bring in a run, though, and Carter Allen finally, who grounded out in the second and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Van Wy still coming in, 78 pitches, so He's getting up there, but he's been doing pretty well. Only 4 earned runs against him here in 5 innings. And we'll see what it has to offer here after a quick word from our sponsors here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sixth inning underway. Dawson Spees, his 3rd plate appearance. Been a while since the Blackhawks have gotten up to the plate. Van Wy still pitching. We'll see what goes on. Ball inside. Two and 0. I'm going to say 3-0 now. Off speed, just couldn't quite get in there. Maybe a little low. And now working back from a 3-0 count. That's a pretty tough situation. We'll see what he can do. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Caden Barrett, shortstop, coming into bat. He's gone 0 for 2. He's got an RBI on the ground out in the 4th, though. Struck out in the 2nd. Ball 1. Catcher going to get up, make sure the man at first doesn't advance. Start out the inning, 5 balls for Van Wy. Got to hit the strike zone here. Get you back on track. They say that one's inside, ball 2. Barrett kind of leaning into that one, also trying to cover himself at the same time. It's a very interesting way to go about it, but regardless, worked. Van Wy, 2-0 count. He's finally going to get back in the strike column, 2-1. Little off speed coming back in. That one's going to be inside, 3-1 now. That is going to be another walk here, back to back. Now putting runners on first and second. Getting close to 90 pitches here. Carter Allen grounded out in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 4th. We'll see what he can do here. The bunt, going to be foul. Just trying to advance those runners, and that's all you can do in this situation, especially, it's a good situation to bunt. And a good call there by the third base coach. I'd imagine you'd probably see the same thing here, although you don't know if you want to go down 0-2 in the count if you try to pull back and you don't get there. Second one also going to be a foul, so 0-2 count now. Working in favor of Van Wy. Just want to advance those runners, get out of the double play scenario. Had a couple of ground balls here Hinton has so far. Ball outside. Catcher doing a great job to keep that one in front of him. Man at second was just eyeing down third base. Two and two, ball high. Grounder down the left-hand side, foul ball. Closing in on 100 pitches here. He's at 93, Carter Van Wy. So far averaging more than 15 pitches an inning. Allen watching the high one go. Full count. Men on first and second, no outs. Allen stepping into the batter's box. Anything close you got to swing at here. Protect the plate. And he will, and that will be strike three. So a great pitching show from Carter Van Wy will now lead to the first out. Still men on first and second, so the bunt opportunity coming. Coach coming to talk to his pitcher as he closes in on 100 pitches. Now at 95. We'll see if he relinquishes him here from his duties. During Coach's timeout, we'll take this time here to get another quick word from our sponsors in. We'll be right back on Fuller Digital Solutions.
At Wiffles Hybrids, our hybrids are developed and tested for this very specific part of the Central Corn Belt. So, once they get on your farm, they feel right at home. Wiffles Hybrids, one thing done right. Every year, you have a choice. One that says staying independent and family-owned means something on your farm. So plant your independence. Plant Wiffles.
So now that we've kind of come back from this, Blake Wiggins coming into pitch. They're going to relieve Carter Van Wy of his duties after 5.1 innings. So as it stands, 2 men on base. If they scored, he'd have 6 ERA for the night. But for the moment, he's got 4. So let's see if Blake Wiggins can get them out of this situation here. A fresh pitcher, Hinton, is going to have to kind of judge this one as it goes. DeGroot starting out. Has not had a whole lot of luck here tonight. 3 strikeouts, so maybe a new pitcher for him would be an experience. And we'll see what happens. Van Wy also going to end with 6 strikeouts. Wiggins coming in as the left-handed pitcher. It's going to be another change-up here from what we just saw. Garver to Grote. Man at second and third will take. Taking advantage of the left-handed pitcher. A great call here by Hinton's third base coach. So now a little blooper out to the field. Could potentially score a run. Wiggins going to start the count 0-1. That one outside going to go past the catcher. He's going to catch that one, but it's going to be safe at home. Dawson Spies going to get a run. Spies putting together a pretty good performance tonight. 1 for 1, technically. He had a double in the second and had an RBI as well, bringing in Dylan Hartman. Walked in the fourth, now walked in the sixth, and scored. That one inside. Ball 3. You say that's a strike on the outside. 3-1. Four on one. The batter will take his base. Man at first is stealing. Try and fake him out. Now man on second and third again. Kind of refilling the bases here as they go. That one's high. 1-1 the count. That one's going to paint the corner, 1-2. Foul ball, going to keep this one alive. 1-2 still to count. That one's going to be high, 2-2. They're going to say he's out. Strike 3. It'll be the first strikeout here for Wiggins. Still 2 men on. Glenn Carlson up to bat. That one's going to get past the catcher. He's going to have the chance. And they're going to say he's out. Austin Van Englenhoven with the diving grab. And he'll also dive back to tag the man at home. What a play. Caden Barrett trying to get in and just was not able to beat out Austin Van Englenhoven. So a lot of big situations there that ultimately that'll result in West Sioux coming back up to the plate. When we get back from a quick commercial break, starting 3, Austin Van Englenhoven's designated hitter Jaden Kotz coming in to hit, followed up by Avery Milliken and Dylan Wiggins. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Bottom of the 6th here, West Sioux getting a chance to bat. To start, Jaden Kotz. Glenn Carlson still pitching just over 70 pitches here, 71 to be exact. And the first one back, going to be a strike. He's had a little bit of a break. And very quickly, 2 strikes. Make the count 0-2. That one outside, 1-2. Glenn Carlson probably been the star of the show so far for Hinton, making sure they have not secured any runs within the innings. And that's going to be strike 3. Let's get a quick count on how many strikeouts this man has. This young man has been doing well tonight. Let's count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts here for Glenn Carlson. Milliken, top of the order. That one's going to be high. Two 0. Three 0 now. Milliken just taking ball after ball. I'm going to say that's a strike. Trying to maybe trick the umpire a little bit. And that is going to be a walk. So Milliken will find himself on first base. Watch for him to steal. He's got a lot of speed behind him. Short lead, he's going to be safe. Wiggins going to take a crack at it, but no. 0-1 the count. Foul ball way back, 0-2. That one's going to pass. Milliken going to take a base. They might tell him to round it. No, they won't. He'll stay at second, though, so Milliken going to advance on a overthrow on the pickoff. So 0-2. Nice job there. Milliken, good heads-up play. It didn't even seem like he dove back. He just kind of got up so quickly. That's going to be a strike. Strike 3, to be exact. And that'll be the second out. Hitting double digits, Glenn Carlson, 10 strikeouts tonight. Been a stellar performance on the mound for him. Mason Kopic coming up to swing at it. Off speed, going to be a bit high. Ball 1. That one's going to be just a bit outside, but he's going to say it's a strike. 1-1. Good pitch there by Glenn Carlson. Kopic taking a big crack at it. 1-2. A little high, but he wanted it. It wasn't a half bad swing. Just couldn't make contact. If you remember, Kopic hit a high and deep fly out to left field. Kopic, that one in the dirt, 2-2. And that's going to be strike 3. Batter's out. So 3 strikeouts that inning for Glenn Carlson. And we are into the final inning of play here. To start, Blackhawks are going to be able to bat. Glenn Carlson going to go back up to the plate. After the tag out at home, Austin Van Englenhoven with a nice dive to get him out, keeping West Sioux alive. Fortunately, weren't able to get any runs. And so Blake Wiggins is going to come back to the mound. Glenn Carlson going to start off the inning. Then it's going to go over to Carter Warden, who's designated hitting for Kyle Leary. And then finally, Dylan Hartman is going to be in the hole. So we'll see what happens here. And we'll be right back after a quick commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Glenn Carlson coming up to bat here right away versus Blake Wiggins for the first time tonight. Carlson is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk in the first. His single in the third. He ended up scoring it on. He grounded out in the fifth. And that first pitch will be a strike. So we'll see what he can do here. That one a bit outside. Ball 1. Two and 1 the count now. Three and 1. Carlson just kind of watching it go by. Hasn't really tried to take a swing at it here. Ball 4, he knew it before it hit the catcher's glove, and he will take his base. Carter Warden up to bat now. Man on first. Nobody down. Blake Wiggins going to have to fight back from this one. Wiggins going to hit a deep bomb to left field. Left fielder's there. And he's going to throw it all the way to second base. And that'll be the first out of the inning. So man on first stays there. And that is a good heads-up play there by Blake Wiggins. Excuse me, not Blake Wiggins. That'd be Carter Van Wy as they switch positions here. It'll be strike one to Dylan Hartman. Hartman 3 for 3 tonight. He's had a terrific performance here. He had an RBI in the third off of a single. He also had a single that resulted in him getting to the plate. So he has scored once as well as a triple in the fifth. So he's 2 RBIs and 1 run for himself. He's contributed to 3 of the 5 runs here in this ball game. He'll have a chance to make it 4 for 4. We'll see what he can do. Foul tip. Grounder, shortstop, going to field it nicely, and he'll get it over to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. Man on second, now at third, 2 down. Brogan Lake coming in. He is 0 for 2. He struck out in the fifth, grounded out in the second, and he was hit by a pitch in the fourth. He did score one of the runs, though. Now we've got a pinch runner coming in for Glenn Carlson. So fresh count here. That's going to be a high pop-up. Shortstop looks like he's got it, and that'll be the case. So they'll get out of the top of the seventh here and have one more chance to get at it. And we will see what the Falcons can do when we come back. Starting off, Blake Wiggins is going to be hitting, followed by Zach Finzen and Carter Van Wy. With that being said, we have a couple quick words from our sponsors here before we get back to Glenn Carlson and the Hinton Blackhawks on their final defensive stand.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Blake Wiggins up to the plate here, the left-handed batter, looking to get something going. Carlson's first pitch going to be just inside, ball 1. He's about to reach 90 pitches here. It's been a phenomenal performance from this young man. 2-0 the count. Has not allowed a run yet. Has only had 1 hit against him. Did hit a batter. 2-1 now. Did hit a batter and walk one in the 5th, but ultimately was able to get out of that one. Was the biggest sign of momentum here for West Sioux on the offensive end. Wiggins taking a big crack at it, 2-2. That one's high, 3-2, full count now. I think Carlson may have seen this only one other time tonight. Ended up striking him out, so we'll see what happens. And that one is going to be an out. So right on the edge. Put one down, 2 to go, and that will be a complete ball game, 7 innings. Hinton up to bat. Hinton was hit by a pitch in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd. And he'll start this one down 0-1. 0-2, same pitch, same spot, same swing, same results. And that one going to be off speed, and that one's going to find itself for strike 3, so a 3-pitch at bat. It's going to lead us to the last man of the night. Carter Van Wy. Van Wy was subbed out at pitcher after 5 1/4 inning. It was a pretty good performance on his part. We'll see if he can get anything going. First pitch going to be a ball. That is going to be strike 1. 1-1 the count. Glenn Carlson going for a 3-strikeout 7th inning. And the off speed going to kind of sink in there. 1-2 now, down to the final pitch of the night. Van Wy going to take his time, settle in, see if he can get something going here. At this point, 100 pitches for Glenn Carlson. Foul ball. Carter Van Wy keeping himself alive. And that is going to be strike 3. Glenn Carlson going to pitch a full game here with 1 hit. So not necessarily a no-hitter, but that will do it for us here in Haywarden. Your final score, Hinton Blackhawks 5, West Sioux Falcons 0.
When it comes to great dining, the best kept secret in Sioux City isn't in Sioux City. It's in Hinton. Primetime Steak and Chop House. At Primetime Steak and Chop House, we use only the freshest ingredients. Corn-fed Angus beef made just the way you like it. With daily specials and our new weekday burger menu, you'll want to come back again and again. Scan the code below to check out their full menu. Primetime Steak and Chop House. It's not a secret anymore.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
Your final score here tonight, the Hinton Blackhawks will take victory, the better bird in this situation, 5-0 over the Falcons, and they will advance their record to 3-3 overall. The West Sioux Falcons going to take another loss here, 0-3 tonight. They did play a great game overall, so let's get into it just a little bit before we leave you here tonight. So going over the stats for Hinton, Carver DeGroot, he went 0 for 3 and walked in the 6th, had 3 strikeouts. Bo Cook, he had a ground out in the 1st, flew out in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, and struck out in the 6th. Glenn Carlson, he went 1 for 2, 2 walks, 1 in the 1st and the 7th. Carter Warden, he had 2 singles. He went 2 for 3 on the night, or 2 for 4. Dylan Hartman, he went 3 for 4 tonight, had a triple in the 5th that brought in a runner. And Brogan Lake, he went 0 for 3 as he was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Dawson Speece, he was 1 for 1, walked twice in the 4th and the 6th. Caden Barrett, 0 for 2. And Carter Allen was also 0 for 2, got hit in the 4th. Going over to West Sioux, Avery Milliken went 0 for 2, struck out in the 1st and the 4th, walked in the 6th. Dylan Wiggins grounded out in the 1st and the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Mason Kopic also 0 for 3, same situation. Blake Wiggins hit a single in the 1st, the only hit of the night for West Sioux, and struck out twice in the 5th and the 7th, respectfully. Zach Finzen, 0 for 2. He had hit by a pitch in the 5th. Carter Van Wy, 0 for 2 as well. He walked in the 5th. Carson Van Ort, 0 for 2. Struck out in the 3rd and grounded out in the 5th. 0 for 2 from Charlie Holton. 2 strikeouts. And Austin Van Engelenhoven's designated hitter, Jaden Kotz, lined out in the 3rd and struck out in the 6th. Pitching tonight, Carter Van Wy started off the game for West Sioux. Pitched 5 innings and then had 1 batter get out in the 5th. Or 6th, and was replaced. He had 5 runs against him tonight with 6 strikeouts, so a pretty good performance, under 1 run an inning. And then Blake Wiggins came in and cleaned it up. He finished out the game. He had 1 strikeout and was pretty good overall. We go over, and this is the Glenn Carlson show it was tonight for Hinton. Had a phenomenal performance, and we'll count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 strikeouts on 21 possible batters. That is a 66% of the time you are striking out the batter. A phenomenal performance. His only kind of stumble would have been in the 5th, where he hit a batter on a controversial foul tip, and then ended up walking the next one, had runners on 2nd and 3rd, but was able to get out of that one pretty quickly. Overall, a good game here tonight in Haywarden, and the Blackhawks taking home victory. Soaring to what they find is their 3rd win of the season. They are now 3-3. And that will be it for tonight here in Haywarden, Iowa. My name is Carter from Fuller Digital Solutions. I want to thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast, and we hope to see you next time. Take care.